Secrets on how to focus. Finally achieve greatness with these easy strategies that force you to start focusing immediately. Introduction. The reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Tony Robbins. You can almost feel it. Your dream life is dangling right beyond your fingertips. You want it bad. You have your days planned out and everything. But at the end of each day you find yourself not knowing exactly what happened. You realize you are losing concentration, procrastinating, feeling drained, and even temporarily forgetting what excites you and motivates you. The bad news is that the majority of the population finds themselves in the same position you are in. The good news is that there's a cure. It's quite simple. All it takes is following a 3-step formula I discovered after I experienced the same sort of day-to-day amnesia. And in this book, you'll discover how to use this 3-step formula that effortlessly forces you to focus so you can achieve greatness. Let's get started. Step 1. How to effortlessly get things done. The focusing secret that better than willpower. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You know what you have to do each day, but you struggle to get it done, correct? Now, why is that? Here why. Usually, the things we have to do are things we do not want to do. This means we are using our willpower. We are burning tremendous amounts of energy to do things against our will. And the thing about willpower is that it is limited. We can keep this up forever. So this is why we find ourselves burnt out at the end of the day. And when we have run out of willpower, guess what happens? We then find ourselves easily distracted. We procrastinate. We do other things to replenish our energy, that is TV, socializing, etc. This is the limitation of relying solely on willpower. Now, what if there's something better than willpower? What if there was something that gave you an unlimited source of energy to do things? What if you never got drained by tapping into this energy source and found yourself too excited to even sleep? Well, such a thing exists. It's called want power. How to tap into the power of want power. Let's clear things up first. Willpower helps you do things you don't want to do and drains your energy. Want power forces you to focus because you are doing things that you want to do and it gives you more energy. When you tap into want power, you'll discover a few things. You'll find yourself extremely focused on what you need to do. You'll actually enjoy the things you need to do. You'll find yourself with an abundant supply of excitement and youthful energy. And more. If you find yourself just living the same familiar life each day, you'll suddenly get a tremendous boost by tapping into want power. Here how to tap into it. The pain-pleasure principle. Tony Robbins, arguably one of the most impactful people on this planet, constantly reminds people that we have 2 motivating factors as to why we do or avoid certain activities. Here it is. We either do things because it'll give us great pleasure or we will avoid things because it causes us great pain. This is the pain-pleasure principle. Willpower usually gets us through activities that cause us great pain at the expense of our youthful energy. Want power focuses on highlighting pleasurable activities, forcing us to focus and get us closer to what we really want effortlessly. So here a simple exercise that will help us tap into want power. The pain-pleasure exercise. First, write down at least 5 things that cause you great pain. Example, having to borrow money, being fat and unhealthy, letting others down, not having the freedom to do what you want, etc. Then write down at least 5 things that cause you great pleasure. Example, making your significant other happy, not having to worry about money, eating healthy and tasty food, experiencing new places, learning something new, etc. Then write down at least 5 things that would excite you. They must align with things that cause you great pleasure and cannot cause you pain. Example, traveling the world, having a business that earns you passive income, competing in fun sports, living in a nice home, etc. Now highlight the 3 biggest things that cause you the greatest pain, pleasure, and excitement. They must all align with each other. For example, if you highlight the pain from not having the freedom to do what you want, and you highlight the pleasure from making your significant other happy, then you also highlight traveling with your significant other anytime you want is something that would really excite you. Make sense? Making these dreams real. Now, you should have 3 big, exciting activities that would excite you. If not, do the exercise above right now. Seriously. Otherwise, these focusing secrets will not work. Now, what we're going to do is make your dreams closer to a reality. Here how. Write down the 3 things that would excite you. Then find out how much that would cost. If it free, skip this part. Example, 15-day round-trip flight to Paris for 2 adults cost $1,070 one time. Your own high-rise condominium cost $3,683.05 monthly. Now, be sure to write down how much it would cost if took you 90 days to save for this for one-time goals and daily costs for monthly goals. It best to separate into 3 columns. Example, 15-day round-trip flight to Paris for 2 adults cost $1,070 one time, $356.67 3 months, $11.89 90 days. Your own high-rise condominium cost $122.77 daily, $3,683.05 monthly. Repeat this for all 3 of your exciting goals. Add up all your daily and 90-day costs along with your monthly costs. Example, 15-day round-trip flight to Paris for 2 adults cost $1,070 one time, $356.67 3 months, $11.89 90 days. Your own high-rise condominium cost $122.77 daily, $3,683.05 monthly. Total daily $134.66, total monthly $4,039.72. By now you should have real costs for your exciting goals. Doing this clarifies exactly what you want and makes you one step closer to knowing what it takes to get what you want. Already exciting, isn't it? Let's move on. Opportunities that make dreams attainable. By now you should have 3 big dreams that excite you, and now you have added real costs to these dreams, making them goals. Now highlight these goals. Stick multiple copies on your nightstand, your car windshield, your mirror, your wallet, everywhere. You'll want to see these numbers constantly. The reason why is because your mind will constantly have the question, oh, can I reach these numbers? In the back of your mind. And when your mind is presented a question, it will subconsciously come up with answers for you. It always does. It's sort of like when you go to bed with a problem and suddenly wake up with a great idea to solve it. Makes sense? Now, while our mind is working on that for days to come, we will also come up with what we have in front of us right now. So here what we need to do. We need to list every single money-making opportunity that we currently have. List all your past experiences, current skills, and everything you may take for granted. Ask others what your strengths are. Example, I can speak Spanish. People always ask me how I stay fit even though I eat a lot. Then we are going to find out how much we need to sell to reach our goal numbers. Simply divide your daily and monthly goals by how much you think you can sell your ideas. Example, health guide, $17 for a small report, $47 for a workout plan, $97 per month for expert interviews, $297 plus for one-on-one consulting. Based on these numbers we need to sell report $7, 19 units a day, 577 units a month. Workout plan $47, 3 units a day, 86 units a month. Monthly interviews $97, 2 units a day, 42 units a month. Consulting $297 plus 0.5 units a day, 14 units a month. Remember, to do this for all your opportunities. Of course, your ideas can always sell for more than depending on how others value your solutions. Next, we need to write down the action steps to start making all this happen. Example, write the report quickly and ask the people that always ask me what they do if they purchase it for $7. Or better yet, ask them first if they buy before I make it. Did it? You now have a clear idea of the goals you need to reach, what you have to do to get there in the long run, and what you need to do today to make it happen. And if your exciting goals align with things that cause you great pleasure, and avoid the things that cause you great pain, then you will easily be focused on making this happen. A quick word on selling. It does and have to be perfect. Make the first version of your product or service with as little time and money investment possible. Better yet, get pre-sales on your idea before creating it whenever possible. You don't have to quit your job or do anything absurd. Who knows, maybe one day you'll realize you make more than your job. When asking for money, simply ask questions. Hey Bob, remember how you always asked me about my eating and workout habits? You do? Great. Look, I'm thinking about making a small but informative guide covering all the details. If I sold it for $7, would you buy it? Did it? The best salesmen find out what people want and give it to them. Just ask questions. No fancy techniques needed. Also, If you have any more questions about this process, then maybe I can create a book describing this more in depth. You can let me know if you like me to do that for you, and even get free updates to boost your productivity and focus here. Let's move on to part 2, why you lose your focus. Part 2. Why you lose your focus. Life operates in reverse action to entropy. Therefore the universe is hostile to life. Progress is a continued effort to swim against the stream. David Kekich, Credo number 17. In today's advancing world, it's nearly impossible to not get distracted. There's always an email, a text message, a phone call, a Facebook update, etc., etc. That there to distract you. This is the second reason you will lose focus. Distractions. The first reason you lose focus is because you don't have a big enough reason why you doing what you doing. But if you follow the steps in part 1, then that should be solved now. So now, distractions are the biggest reason you will find yourself losing focus. So the question is, do we create a distraction-free environment? There are 2 big ways to do this. Plan your days. Create a NOT to-do list. Let's talk about step 1, the easy way to plan your day for success. You must plan your days. Each night, right before sleeping, write 3 big things you want to accomplish the very next day. You do not write your errands here. No, you write down those action steps you wrote down in step 3 and the opportunities that make dreams attainable section on the previous pages. So, again, each night, write down the 3 big steps you want to accomplish to move forward. Write down how much focused, undisrupted time you will allocate for each of these activities. Then specifically block out time for these activities during specific hours. Doing this helps you clearly know 1, what you need to do, 2, how much time you going to spend doing each activity, 3, exactly when you will accomplish them. Show these daily lists to your loved ones, friends, or anyone that may ask for your time. Let them know that during these times your attention will be elsewhere, but when you finished, you will have all the time to be present and enjoy their company. They'll appreciate it more knowing you don't have something else on your mind and that they not preventing you from doing what you set out to do. Also, this will give you some accountability. People will know that you must be doing something at these times. If not, they'll think you not serious about your goals or even question you if you making an excuse not to see them. That's a way to get things done. Now, let's move on to creating our ought-to-do list. The equally important not-to-do list. Look, we just created a to-do list and that's fine and dandy, but most people need an equally beneficial list that tells them what not to do each day. For the most part, you already know what these activities are. They are the activities that are the first step that then pulls you into an unproductive trance. For example, logging into Facebook suddenly turns into hours of mindless internet browsing where, all of a sudden, you snap out of it 2 hours later. So on your ought-to-do list you will write something like, not log on Facebook before getting what I want to accomplish done. There no need install crazy software to block certain websites. If you done the first step of creating an exciting vision, then you will already be focused to get those action steps done. This is just an extra field of defense. Anyway, you will want to list down all the things that you know are preventing you from getting you closer to your goals. And, be sure to have both your to-do list and your not-to-do list clearly in front of you constantly. Place these lists everywhere. That should cover the section on how to create a distraction-free environment. Let's move on how to maintain this level of focus. Part 3, how to maintain this level of focus forever. Look, if you done the easy strategies up to this point, you golden. You already on the right track. Chances are, you already pumped, excited, and eager to move forward right when you wake up each day. But it's also quite possible you may lose this level of focus. There are a few reasons for it. I'll list them now. The common reasons why you may lose this new level of focus: losing sight of your dreams and falling back into your cycle. Whenever this happens, reread part 1 and redo those steps. It may be that your pleasure and pain points may have changed and you need a new, exciting goal that aligns with these changes. Or it's possible that you simply missed out on a few key steps and need to redo them. Or you may have written goals that others expect of you and ones that you may not be truly excited about. Hold nothing back when you write these goals. Write the first thing that comes to your mind without limitation. Either case, It best practice to redo the first steps every month or so, and be sure to have them in front of your face constantly. Making things hard. It may be possible that you set up limiting barriers that prevent you from moving forward. Maybe you have a limiting belief that you unable to accomplish a certain something, or that you lack a certain resource. Whatever the case, you must write down the opposite of that belief and then search for a real-life example of whether that's true. For example, a limiting belief would be, "Oh, one would buy what I can sell." First ask yourself, "Oh, do I know this is undeniably true?" Have you asked everyone? Are there 0 similar products that are selling online, in magazines, in stores? Then state the opposite of your limiting belief. "No, someone would buy what I can sell." And then find a real-life example. Maybe you found some ads online or customer reviews for a similar product. If you legitimately find that your limiting belief is true, then it's not a limiting belief but a fact, and from there you can assess your other opportunities. Note: be sure to do this to your limiting beliefs that you have regarding your personality. That is too shy to ask people to buy, turn that into, easily ask people whether they like to buy something they need. The cool thing about limiting personality traits is that you can instantly change who you want to become. It best practice to place pictures of people you want to be in places you can see often. When you look at those pictures, imagine transforming yourself into that person, making one thing the make it or break it opportunity. If you followed all the previous steps, you should have more than one opportunity that you can pursue. You shouldn't focus on just one thing to be your answer to all your solutions. Chances are, you'll quickly find out which ones don't pick up momentum and which ones do. And if nothing gains momentum, don't worry. Opportunities are extremely abundant. For every new solution that pops up, someone is looking for another solution on top of that. Be curious. Ask questions. Listen to people's needs, complaints, desires, and daily processes. Constantly write down any ideas that come to mind. Stay alert. Again, when you focusing on those exciting visions, you'll come up with tons of ideas to try again. That about covers it in this section and concludes the easy strategies that will force you to focus and finally achieve greatness. Conclusion: by now, you should be pumped. You should clearly know what excites you and what you need to get there. That's about all you need. But just in case, you even have backup strategies to take your focus to insane levels and keep it that way forever. So now, all it takes is to take action on those steps you define for yourself. It should be easy to get started. It's exciting after all, and your life is filled with treasures that you about to explore. From here, I wish you good fun. Enjoy life. It's exciting and a blessing to wake up to something you cherish. I hope you never take that gift for granted. And, speaking of gifts, I have a free gift for you to achieve even higher levels of focus. Be sure you get it. Enjoy, my friend Paolo Garcia. P.S. Enjoyed the book? Then please leave a review so others can discover these strategies as well. Other books you may benefit from: Uncommon Marketing Strategies to Facebook Advertising Success. Discover Facebook marketing's secrets to profitable advertising campaigns. Uncommon Marketing Strategies to Google AdWords Success. Discover AdWords marketing's secrets to profitable advertising campaigns. Get free focusing secrets. As a thank you for reading this book, I like to give you a free gift. This gift will help you stay up to date on more secrets on how to focus and allow us to keep in touch. To access it, simply sign up here. Enjoy.